Every night fucks every day up. Every day patches the night up. Oh God, you should match it, it's that KO. No white lighters till I fuck my 28th up. 1990, you my family had that actor. Oh, the legend.
Hey guys, it's your girl Paris, and I'm back with the first month review of Paris in Mexico. So, as you guys know, I've been living in Mexico for about 1 month. Actually, today makes 1 month, and honestly, it has been a hell of a journey. Okay, like so much has happened, so much has gone on. If you follow me on TikTok, I was at full blown tears yesterday. I've been very sick, but I really feel like the community must have prayed for me because today, on my 1 month anniversary, I'm up and at it, able to film this video, and honestly, just glowing. Like I didn't skip a beat. Like, and I'm just so thankful for that. I thank God for that. I thank God for my strength and my faith, my fearlessness. And let's jump into this video. Okay, I know you guys have a lot of questions about me living in Mexico. You guys asked me a couple of questions on TikTok and on Instagram. I'm gonna get into those questions. Just talk a little bit about my experiences. I have broken down my time here. I'm breaking it down in like a PowerPoint type of kind of thing so that I can review my 6 months, my expenses, my experiences here, so that I can organize it all. And I want to say, excuse all the noise. There's construction going on, there's parties going on, even though it's 11 o'clock in the morning. Like, hopefully they take a Mexican break at some point. I don't know if they do. They probably work straight through. But yeah, there's noises. I'm so sorry. I really just wanted a nice scenery.
Hey guys, really quickly, I actually just wanted to apologize for the wind. I didn't notice till quite some time in the video that I did not have my microphone duster on. I do put the words on the bottom of the screen, but there are some moments where the wind is quite loud, and I want to apologize, but this is a really good video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I think I answered a lot of stuff that you might have if you'd like to move to Mexico.
Anyway, let's jump into this video because let's get to the point. Okay, so let's talk about getting here. So getting to Mexico, I booked a round trip flight from Los Angeles, and it was about $250. Oh, I'm gonna do expenses in another video. I feel like if I do expenses on everything, it's gonna be a lot, but I will just throw out some expenses. So that flight was about $250 just for the one way. 200, maybe $20 for a one way or something like that. Then Leo's flight was 200. My bags were about 800. So I'm already looking at about $1,000, $1,200 plus the stuff that I had to buy, like suitcases I paid for, storage, throwing stuff away. I sold some stuff, so this did negate some of those costs, but it was very pricey to up and move out of my country and move to Mexico. So there were a lot of expenses involved, and I spent way more than I predicted that I would spend in this time. Because, yeah, I'm learning real quick that that dollar don't go as far as you think it go, especially in inflation. Anyway, my flight here was cool. Of course, I had to take Leo through TSA. That was cool. I booked the driving service because I didn't want to take the 80 bus. That was cool. Got here, got my Airbnb, and you guys know all of this stuff because it's in my last vlog. I'm just, like going over like a summary of the things that happened. That's why I'm not trying to like really break it down. I just want to, like, to the people who haven't seen my vlogs, just kind of give y'all a rundown. But definitely go check out those other videos if you haven't already seen my move into Mexico videos, because I've been here for a month and I put out about 4 videos at least about Mexico. So I found my apartment in about 2 days, which you guys also know my apartment was furnished, so everything was cool. It wasn't really hard to find furniture or anything. The first week I was sick, but I was sick coming from LA. I wasn't sick because I moved to Mexico. I got sick. I was sick already before I even got to Mexico. So that was kind of, like I had to stay down and like get whatever for that. Well, moving in, being sick, so I went grocery shopping. I've gone grocery shopping obviously a couple times because as I've lived here a month, I feel like on average grocery shopping has cost me about $100 a week, so about probably $400 for the month, probably more, because I probably go like every 5 days as a week instead of 7. So like maybe like I probably went 5 times already. And then you have to keep in mind like the cost of stuff that I'm buying is like a broom. It's like fabuloso. It's like stuff that you wouldn't already have, that you would already have if you weren't moving somewhere. So you got to negate a lot of those costs. Like those are just moving, growing pains. Like you just have to spend a lot of money when you move. So you do have to keep that in mind, because I don't think that I like really planned for those costs. And I also thought that Mexico would be much cheaper than it is, and it's not. And if you guys want me to make a video about how Mexico is not cheap, especially like this part of Mexico that I'm in, I do live in a very touristy area. I do live on the beach. And I'll show you guys that footage in a second of just like, you know, like my surroundings, kind of where I live and stuff. Um, Living in this type of area, like it does cost more, so it's not really cheap. Obviously I was paying $4,000 in Los Angeles, so it is much cheaper, like much cheaper, but it's not a big drastic difference. I'm not feeling like, oh my god, I'm rich. I'm feeling like I'm still, you know, making a way, especially because my income isn't coming in as much as it was coming in Los Angeles. The thing about Los Angeles is we make a lot of money and we spend a lot of money, but here it seems like I'm spending a lot of money and I'm not making a lot of money yet. But I'm sure that the money will start coming in, and then I'll feel like, okay, it's not as bad. And as soon as I get through my growing pains, it'll also not be as bad. Okay, so I went to restaurants. I went to 2 different restaurants. My first 2 restaurants I went to, I just got quesadillas, rice and beans, and maybe a water, and both I think were about $35, which I think is insane. That's the same price as me going to get a meal in Los Angeles with tequila. So I think for just water and just maybe like a juice or something, that's like probably, it doesn't make sense. But I also think that it's the tourist fees, and it's the me not knowing Spanish, and it's the, oh, she's probably not a local, so let's charge her like she's not a local. And I think as I learn Spanish and I just become more like immersed in the culture and like going to places that are more local, that it'll make sense. But the thing is, I live so close to Fifth Avenue, like I literally walk out the door and I'm at Fifth Avenue, so it doesn't make sense for me to go so far when I have so many options here. And usually I'm just walking down the strip exploring or exercising when I just decide, hey, let me stop here because I'm hungry. So I mean, $30 for a meal is not bad, but $30 for a quesadilla is a fucking robbery. Okay, like a quesadilla does not cost $30, especially in the capital of the fucking quesadillas. Like, it don't make sense. One of the things that I really want to point out is safety. I have never felt more safe in my life. I really cannot stand the way that Americans are making me feel about my Mexico experience when I'm the one over here living in Mexico. I don't need you guys to emphasize my safety. I appreciate the people who really need from the bottom of their hearts for me to be safe, but to make comments like, be safe, and that be your only comment, where like, be safe, OMG, be safe, oh my god, be safe, like for you to put an emphasis on my safety. Like, are you safe in your relationship? Are you safe in your environment? Are you safe in those projects? Like, I don't come at y'all, so like don't come at me for the decisions I'm making to live out the country, because personally I do feel safe. Like, I have never felt more safe in my life. I don't even speak the same language as these people, and I don't feel threatened. I could walk outside at 10 o'clock at night. Honestly, I'm never out this early. This is probably the earliest I've ever been outside. No, it's not. But this is the earliest that I've been like out and doing stuff like this. If I didn't have errands to run or taking Leo to the vet, stuff like that. So I just feel like people are just like putting an emphasis on be safe because they think, oh, you're gonna get kidnapped by the cartel, you're gonna get drugs, and this kind of stuff. But like, all of those things are happening in Chicago, except it's not a cartel, it's a gang. It's not a cartel, it's the government. You know, like, stop. Like, can we stop? Like, y'all worrying about polices. We have to worry about our police. Like, we have these same issues in America, but we like to act like our shit don't stink. And honestly, I'm just quite tired of Americans projecting on me. I'm saying Americans like I'm not American no more, but I'm just tired of Americans projecting on me and my experience. Like, it kind of makes me happy that I didn't share with y'all that because I'm just sick and tired of y'all bringing up my safety in Mexico. Like, I'm fine. Please don't worry about me. If anything, pray for me. But like, if you're not gonna be like, oh, congrats, I'm proud of you, and be safe, then that's, you know, that's one thing to add it on, because I love the salutation, be safe. I tell everybody I pass by to be safe. Like, that's something I'm genuine about. But I can tell when things aren't genuine. Someone even was like, oh, good for you, when I moved to Mexico. And I was just like, you know, those type of words, like, no congrats on anything, oh, good for you. It's like, people are being funny And a lot of people like to throw shade behind their hand, behind nice, kind compliments. And I think I've always had this attitude where it's like people feel like, oh, I take things too seriously. But at the same time, I feel like y'all know y'all be throwing shade, and y'all know y'all be insecure about y'all own situations and the shit you got going on and where I'm going in my life, and that I'm not afraid to fail, that I'm fearless, and that I can go through shit, that I can cry on the internet. I know that y'all not comfortable with those types of things, so I offend you in just being myself. So please mind your fucking business. Moving on. So I went to the beach for the first time. I definitely am gonna make a TikTok on the etiquette at the beach, the best times to go, how much it costs to get a cabana, when it doesn't cost to get a cabana, drinks on the beach. Please follow me on TikTok for more. I'm definitely gonna post that probably this week, if not like Friday, Saturday this week. I'm gonna try to get this video posted tomorrow, I think, which is Friday. So I'll probably post that tomorrow as well. So you can definitely go check out my TikTok now, and that should be there. I've been editing and just, you know, taking in Mexico, and that is a summary of my first week in Mexico. I really did do PowerPoint, so that's my first week. Moving on to my second week. So my second week, I'm finally starting to feel better. As you guys know, I said that I was sick, so I started to feel better. I finally started to cook. So the stuff that I buy at the store, oh my god, like a terrible experience grocery shopping. First of all, I got blueberry jam. Like peanut butter, it tastes like jelly. Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly. Anyway, I gotta put that in here.
Her skin's like peanut butter, her booty like jelly. Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly.
But I bought blueberry jam instead of jelly. And every time I show somebody, I'm like, what this look like? They like blueberry jam. I'm like, why did I think this was grape jelly? But like amongst the others, you know how you buy foundation in Sephora or Ulta and you get home and you like, that's not the same color? That's how I feel grocery shopping in Mexico. I bought crema thinking, okay, cream, sour cream. No, just crema, just cream. It's the same tea that sour cream will be in. And I seen whipping cream. So I'm like, it's not whipping cream. And then it said crema, and I'm like, okay, that's probably sour cream. No, it's not. It's just acidic milk cream. I don't want that. I've just bought a lot of stuff. I bought oatmeal that is sin azúcar, which means without sugar. And as soon as, it's crazy because I don't even have to look this stuff up after I get home. It's as soon as I take it out the bag. You know when you take stuff out the bag when you get home and you be like, I didn't buy nothing? As soon as I take it out the bag, I'm like, you know you just bought oatmeal without sugar. Like, what in the slavery do I look like? I gotta show y'all the box. I'm gonna show y'all the box. It got almonds and honey on it. I'm thinking, oh, this is gonna smack. They got honey oatmeal out here. I'm thinking we got variety. No, bitch, you got oatmeal without sugar. And by the way, they really don't sell sugar like that. They sell like sugar cane, and I cannot see myself eating like big ass flakes of sugar, which is probably better for you. But I guess sugar's not good for you at all. So I haven't had like anything with sugar in it. So buying stuff without sugar. Also, vegan milk, expensive as fuck. We're gonna have to do an episode about the grocery store in itself because the grocery store is a problem with me. Yeah, we're gonna have to do an episode about grocery shopping because I am struggling, babes. So I was in my head a lot the second week about money and finances. Like I said, like my expenses were starting to become a reality as money was just coming out my account. The first mistake I made when I moved out here was withdrawing money out of the ATM and accepting the conversion rates. You're always supposed to decline the conversion rates out here, which is really weird because in America, if you hit no that like $250 ATM fee, $2.50 ATM fee, they're obviously going to decline your transaction. But out here, you have to decline it or they will charge you 14% of your transaction. Imagine getting 2,200 pesos out and 14% of that, like you're paying hundreds of dollars. So I lost a lot of money to the ATM and I had to eat that charge and learn that lesson on my own. And that was just one of the inconveniences that I had, you know, learning. Like you have to learn stuff. You kind of got to make mistakes. You got to learn from your mistakes. So I just had to eat it. Like I had to deal with it. I lost a lot of money. It's like it damn near it's like I gave that shit away. So to get me out of that like funk, I kind of just watched sermons all day. I'm big on just like church watching church, like talking to God. Like really, the Bible will bring me out of anything. Watching sermons will get me back in my mood, which is why sometimes I think when I'm so depressed, I almost avoid my sermons because I don't want to feel better. You know, when you just want to be in your depression, sometimes I feel like I avoid even doing that stuff because I almost don't want to feel better. So after I watched my sermons, I did get out of my bad mood. I went to go buy a GoPro stand. I booked a trip to a cenote in Tulum. I went to go to the trip, and this is in my last vlog, which is, I'm gonna say this side because it usually be this side and then it be the other side. So I'm gonna put the link right here. I went to Tulum to visit the Tulum cenotes, and that was really fun. So the day that I did that is also the day that I did my announcement. And then this is the day, like, it was a really good day for me. I just jumped off of cliffs into bodies of water, cenotes. It's called the Mayan ruins, and like it was just a really good day, and I felt really good. Like honestly, that was one of my best experiences here so far. It just felt really good. I get along with everyone when I go places. Like when people don't like me or I have like bad experiences with people, I know they're just not my people. Because when I go out into the world, anywhere, people do tend to like me. I'm a very likable person in real life, but it's like when people don't know me, I get why you wouldn't like me, or if you do know, you know, like you can't have access to me. I also understand why you wouldn't like me. Anyway, it was just really fun. It was really fun. But then the day from hell broke out after that because what goes up must come down, honey. I don't know. It was just a bad day. So my phone got wet and it stopped working. My phone got wet and it stopped working. I feel like that's gonna be so loud. And then I broke out all over my arms with like hives and stuff. I had to pay to see what was wrong with my phone. Then I had to pay for a new phone. Then I had to have my mom bring the phone from the US. And the phone overheats, so it's not like a better phone. I just got a phone from insurance because they were telling me like $200 to fix my phone. And I'm like, $200 to fix my phone when I could get a new one from insurance for $99 and just pay $200 as a whole to see what was wrong with the phone and get a new phone. I'm cool, because that would have been an additional $200 on top of the $80. Like, no, just to fix the screen, no. So then I like explored Fifth Avenue a little bit more. They have malls like H&M and Forever 21. I have gotten out and walked a lot. Like I really do enjoy walking out here. I'm gonna be Ozempic skinny. I really hate that he started doing this now, because I don't think it's gonna stop. I'm gonna be Ozempic skinny before I get back home. I just know I am. I want them to stop. Everyone wants to know about Leo. Somebody called Leo Theo on TikTok Live today. No, y'all didn't call my baby Theodore. His name is Leonardo. It's not Leonardo, but that's his name. That's his Mexican name. I've been calling him Leonardo since America, but that's his Mexican name, Leonardo. He's adjusting very well. I think it is a small space for us. We have had really big spaces where he was able to like run around, and he's not able to run around, so he's tearing the couch up. I'm definitely gonna have to pay for that. It's tore the fuck up already. And it's only one of them that he's choosing to tear up, and that's the like most annoying part. Why are you tearing up one couch? But thank you for only tearing up one. And his poop stinks more in Mexico. I don't know why I felt the need to share that, but it does. Making my announcement was really cool. I know people were really shocked. I did keep it a secret. Like that was so fun for me. Like seeing people's reactions, like people's well wishes, and then it was like kind of burst my bubble with all of these safes. But we already jumped into that, so I'm not gonna, get too into it. The next day, the next day I just went to the grocery store to buy things for myself. I was like, hey, let me get myself out of that mood. Even though everything went wrong, let me just go grocery shop for the week, and let me go get the money to pay for Leo, because Leo had to go to the vet the next day. Matter of fact, this was the same night. Leo had to go to the vet the next day, so I was like, let me go get this money out the ATM tonight instead of in the morning. How I regret that. I go to the ATM to get the pesos out for Leo to get fixed, which is 400 pesos, by the way, and it's $700, $400 in pesos is about $25. Yeah, about $25 to get him fixed versus $700. Oh, that was a bug. Versus $700 in Los Angeles. That's a big ass difference. So I was happy to finally get him fixed and for the low. Okay. Anyway, I go to get the money out of the ATM to get him fixed, and y'all, I was standing there feeling really weird because I got my money, I got the receipt, and I was standing there for so long, like it felt like something is missing. And I looked and I kept looking at my hand. I'm like, I got the money, I got the receipt. But for some reason, it wasn't clicking. Like, you don't have your card. But I was looking at the card part, and it was like it wasn't open or anything. It wasn't sitting there. The card ate my card. The machine ate my card. Like, how many bad things can happen in one day? Yeah. So then I'm pissed, like, but what can I do? It's probably better that I don't got the damn car. I need to stop spending money. I'm really not. So, yeah. Anyway, so I take Leo to the vet the next day. I drop him off. I walk to take him. It's about a 20-minute walk. I'm thinking in my head like 20 minutes is not that far. It's like 5 minutes from 15. That walk was kind of decent. And I just like to walk so I can see what's going on. And also, like, I don't want for somebody to like for me to get in a taxi and just have a really bad experience, especially not with my cat. So I just like, I'm gonna walk him there and I'm gonna walk him back. I was motherfucking hot. Okay, that was the day I probably lost all the weight. That day right there. So I go to pick Leo up from the vet that day. Mind you, I'm having a fucking time. I'm texting this guy that I left my keys to my apartment in LA because my lease is over to the 30th and I left some things in my apartment and he's gonna clear them out for me. He's getting my stuff to ship to my mom so that she can get it before she comes. He goes ghost on me. Then I'm trying to text him. I'm like, can you send my stuff today? Now, somebody got hated. So he's kind of reliable, but he's not sometimes. Like when he's on, never mind. Anyway, so I'm texting him like, can you send it? He's like, I'm gonna do it when I wake up. Now, there is a big time discrepancy, like 3 hours. But what do you mean when you wake up? It's already almost 1 o'clock over there, and the post office closed at 1 o'clock. He's like, I'm gonna do it. This is the last day he can do it so that my mom would get it in time to come over here. He didn't do it. Anyway, so I'm frustrated with everything. Everything's pissing me off. So as I'm texting him, I'm standing outside. Everybody's getting their cat. Why am I not getting my cat? So she's steady coming outside. Gato, like, what's his name or whatever. I'm like, Leo. I've told them Leo, like, I'm starting to catch an American attitude. Like, hold on now. I said Leo. Like, I'm about to put it in translate. Like, I'm starting to get, like, snobbish about my cat. I don't play no games. That's my child, So they tell me to come in. He had an accident. Now, my motherfucking child, I'm about to sue everybody in this bitch. So I walk in the bed. They like, oh, he got loose and he hurt himself. So I'm like, what the fuck? Now, mind you, I'm having the hell of a day. I'm going fuck off. Can't nobody even understand what I'm talking about. I'm still going off. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? I ain't cussing, but this the energy I'm giving. I ain't cussing because who gonna understand my curse words? I'm just like, what do you mean? Like, what are you talking about? She's like, oh, he's bleeding, and y'all look at his cage, and I insert the photos. I see blood. Obviously, the photos are gonna be of like the dry blood, but blood kind of looks even worse. I see blood, I see specks of blood all over his carrier. So I like unzip it to put my finger in. She was like, no, don't do that. She was like, he's on whatever the medicine he's on. He's on medicine and he's like loopy and blah blah blah. And I don't know, this is my cat. Y'all didn't hurt him. I'm just trying to put my finger in so he smelled my scent. She was like, he's on medicine and he's for. She was like, stop. She was like, grab my hand. About pop that bitch. About my child, I don't play. Okay. Move your motherfucking cat. She was like, you need to see the vet. So I zip it back, whatever. She was like, you gotta see the vet so we can see what's wrong. So we go to examine what's wrong with Leo. I'm taking videos. Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all the videos. I'm taking videos because about my child, I don't play. Okay. So I'm taking videos of everything because I want them to play in my face. So they like, oh, it's just his nail. He broke his nail. So yesterday when I cut his nails, I noticed that I don't know if it's an infection or if it's just like really nasty looking right now, but it still looks really bad. So I might take him back because they're going to fix my child's nail. My child ain't never had no ugly nails, and it looked like he got like it don't look like fungus or nothing. It just looks like he got stuff stuck in there. And but they were saying like he just was real agitated. Now I know my cat, and I know how he gets down. He gets down. He don't play. That boy don't play. So I do believe that when I calmed down and I checked myself, I do believe that he probably did get him people hell. He probably gave him hell. Because y'all know how Leo act. Without his mama, can't nobody watch. My mama was like, if you don't take Leo to Mexico with you, he's going to unalive himself. And I don't even know if cats can commit suicide, but I think he would. Okay. Anyway, that happened. And I honestly, the last thing to happen that day was I went home with 15 fucking mosquito bites. Sick as fuck the next day. And I just was like over it. Sick again. I got these breakouts all over me. I'm just pissed. At this point, I've been sick twice. I've only been here 2 weeks. And that's the end of my 2-week summary. And goddamn, we already at 30 minutes, guys. I'm talking my ass off. Okay, let me wrap it up for the next 2 weeks because didn't much happen since I was sick again. Okay. So the third week, I explored the bakery and the grocery store. I told you I'm gonna have to make a grocery store episode because I spend so much time there and I'm so fascinated by it, but I'm also so fucking puzzled and confused by the goddamn grocery store. U.S. chips versus chips in Mexico. The notes that I have are hilarious. So on the third week, my mommy came to visit me, and that was cool. My mom is like, she has to lay eyes on me. She has to know that I'm good. My mommy is very protective. She just needed to know I was good. Like, she wasted no time. She gets down. She don't play. Like, she got out here in 2 weeks. At the top of my third week, she was here, and she had a time. I think she had fun. It was nice. She said she will not be back, but she enjoyed it. It's a walkable place, and my mom has lupus, so I don't think it's like the place for her. You know, they feet be swollen. My feet be swollen too, but I'm a walker. So I don't think and it's very, very hot. It's just too much for somebody that's a little bit older and has lupus. But we went to a Jamaican restaurant called Chakras? Can't be Chakras. Don't quote me. I don't know. But and yeah, I'll probably put that in this video, actually show you guys some clips, or just put it over the screen. I do not like when restaurants have like a cash only policy, because then you're forced to take money out of the ATM, and I just feel like you have to pay for your money a lot out here, and I hate to pay for my money. I already have to pay the international fee when I slide my card at the grocery store or when I get money, but when I take it out of the ATM, I have to pay your fee, the bank's fee, and then the fee for my money. It's just like too much money coming out. Living out the country is paying for your money so much. Like, I'm about to be so frugal, so cheap out here. I can tell like that my money is more important, which honestly I think is something that God might be getting me ready for, to really tone into my expenses and make sure that I'm spending my money on the correct things and that I'm paying attention to my finances, because it's something that you really have to pay very close attention to out here. And I think that like that's something that God's going to teach me in this season. I spent the morning at the beach with my mom shooting content. Guys, I seen this one creator, shout out to her. I'm gonna have to find out her name, but she's like really great. But in the beginning of her video, she has this intro, which I hope you guys love my new intro, by the way. Today I'm posting like my new channel trailer, and it's for like Paris and Mexico, and it's so fucking cute. And I hope you guys like that, but it should have been at the beginning of this video. It'll be at the beginning of every video while I'm living in Mexico. So I hope you guys like that. But that's the day that we spent at the beach, and that's the content that I got from that. I'm glad that she was here to help me with that, because as you guys know, I film all my own content, so I can't always get all the angles that I want to get because I don't have someone helping me. But she was here and she was very helpful. She kept saying, I'm not gonna be able to do it, I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm like, girl, you about to do it, okay? You're hired. You're hired. I don't know. My mom was cool. I took my first taxi with my mom for her to go to the 80 bus. It wasn't bad. We were definitely overcharged, but it also was about 5 in the morning. So it's like those are the times kind of that you get taxed. I would think. And it also still is dirt cheap. It was a couple dollars. 125 pesos, that's about $9. That makes sense. Um, Editing and posting videos. I'm really good at conversions too. I'm really good at math. So for pesos, I pretty much just take a zero off, a tens place off, and then I split the number in half, and then I add 3, and you kind of always got the range of the number. But yeah, I spent my 3rd week just editing and posting videos, and that was cool. And now moving to my 4th week, I decided that I need to do makeup. Once again, we're back at expenses, which you're gonna see is the theme of my move is like I'm really paying attention to my expenses, and I really don't got it. Like I thought that I would have way more money. Like I have rent due in a couple days, and I don't got it right now. But I'm sure I'll have it in the next few days because God is a way maker. But like I would have never thought that I would have spent like I had a lot of money saved to come here. Even those bags, like that was a band, that's rent. Just my bags being a band, that's rent. Like Leo flight, like all of that stuff adding up is just layered and layered and layered and layered, and everything just ended up costing. And that savings depleted very quick, and I didn't expect it. So it's time to strap my work boots on and get back to beating these faces. The retirement is over already. I've been in my Duolingo bag. Hola, buenas noches. I mean, it's the morning. Buenos dias. Lo siento for the wrong word, you know. But I do love the translator app, so maybe I'll make a video about things that you need while living in Mexico, because there are a lot of things that are very helpful for me, and Google Translate is one of those things. I'm definitely starting to adjust how I view other people, Americans, friendships. Like now is the time where I'm really seeing who with me and who's not with me, who I really want to continue on my life journey with and who I don't. I think that this is my season of isolation. I think that God brought me out here to really be isolated from others, to really learn about myself, to really like change my ways, my thoughts, my mind. And drawing me out from other people is really going to show me who I don't need around me and who has reached the end of their book with me. Next, I was really moody with my PCOS. My period didn't come for a really long time. My cramps and stuff were 2 weeks ahead. It took about 18 extra days for me to get my cycle, which I wouldn't say is out the ordinary. It usually takes about 12 maybe, but 18 was like, it was almost another week, and I was just like, is it not coming? That's 18 days, is you almost skipped the whole month. And went to the next one. I went to an Italian restaurant the first day of my cycle because I just like your feet swollen, you're cramping, you don't want to cook, and I ended up getting sick. But one of my friends made a really good point: why are you eating Italian food in Mexico? Yeah. Okay, so I had a stomach bug for about the last 6 days, 4 or 5 days. Gross stuff. Gross stuff. Gross stuff. Very depressed, very emotional, crying on the internet, feeling very lonely. The worst part of it all was understanding, like, when you live in Mexico, like, you just have to understand, like, you don't have things that you had in America. So I can't find, like, a heating pad. I can't find, like, I don't have heat in my apartment. So I had chills. I'm freezing, and I don't have any heat in my apartment. I'm freezing in my apartment. There's no air on. There's nothing. It's 80 degrees outside, but I'm in my apartment freezing. That means my fever was out of this world, and I needed heat so bad to sweat it out, and I just didn't get that. I really had to just like layer and layer and layer, and even still, I was just freezing, guys. Like, it took medicine for me to just be able to knock out. Couldn't keep anything down. I didn't eat today either, but I haven't eaten for the last 3 days, and then I took a bite of something. Actually, I finally ate a piece of bread today. But the last 2 days I didn't eat anything. I only drank, and then the 2 days prior, I only like big things. I really called out to God in these last couple of days because I just been feeling very vulnerable, very down, very like just in this place where it's like I know that I'm almost over the mountain. Like I'm almost over the mountain, but it feels like so hard. Like you coming almost there, but it's like you gotta get some heavy. You work out, you real tired. Like it's like I'm almost there, and I can see it. I can see the end of it, but it's like so hard to finish. That's where I'm at, but I know that God is gonna reward me for my willingness to commit, for just really changing my ways, for showing up, for doing the work, for committing to this new lifestyle. My moving forward, everything is going to be in Mexico for the next 6 months. For this first month, it might be like a frugal point of view because I don't have as many funds as I do think. Because like every day, people are hitting me up in Cancun, like, can I get makeup? Can I get makeup? Can I get makeup? Like, I think I need to go to Cancun. I think I need to like just do a couple trips, or I just go to Cancun and take clients, because I might even do like 3 months in Playa, 3 months in Cancun. Like it just, it depends. Like you just have to follow me. Paris and Mexico. Like it's called Paris and Mexico because I don't know if I'll stay in Playa. I don't know if I'll go to Cancun. I don't know if I'll go to Tulum. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You just have to subscribe, like, comment, stay to see, engage, turn that bell on. You have to subscribe, turn that bell on to see, so you can keep up with me, because honestly, I don't know where this journey is going to take me, but I am very sure that my life is about to change for the better. I claimed that 90 days ago before I started my 90 days of productivity. I've been doing 90 days of productivity, and obviously for the last 4 days I was sick, but I still posted TikToks. I still wanted to make sure that I still got my productivity in there in some way, somehow, because it just means so much to me to finish this. I think I'm done in about, like, I want to say December 29th, and like 90 days of productivity for me was like so good because I'm really changing my life. Like, and even though my finances don't match, it's coming, and I just want to be real transparent. Like a lot of people are really great financially, but I know that I'll overcome the hurdles because I always do, and it's easier to get out of those hurdles when you don't live in a foreign country, because I can ship stuff, I can sell stuff, I can do makeup, I can do this, but I can still do makeup here, and I know that God's gonna bless me with clientele here because He knows what I need, and I know that He'll provide, and that He's gonna send His word never comes back void, or whatever the scripture is. Yeah, so honestly, I would rate the first month a ghetto 7. I'm very optimistic. A lot has happened. I do think moving forward in the next month that regardless of my circumstances, that I need to learn how to accept and love what I have while I have it. So I need to go to the beach more in the morning. I need to come to the roof more. I need to appreciate the things that I have while I have them, because when I don't have them, I'm always talking about what I had, and that's a common theme in my life. I always talk about what I had, what I did, where I've been, what I did. So I don't want to be, doing that anymore. So I definitely want to change that about myself and just appreciate where I'm at. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. What else? Do I recommend moving to Mexico? I think you have to just stick with me and find out. Let's answer the questions really quick that I have on TikTok. Okay, so some of the questions. How did you plan for this? So I really didn't plan for it, but I did, it was about a month. I told you guys, like, I woke up, if you follow me on TikTok, I said that I woke up with a heavy conviction, and God was just telling me to move out of the country. And when I woke up, Ugly Betty was in Mexico. This is literally how my life works. And I looked up Mexico, I looked up Thailand, I looked up Bali, and I really decided that Mexico was a good option. I thought it was more affordable. But it is, but it's not, but it is, but it's not, but it is, but it's not, but it is, but it's not. And just, a couple things. And then I secretly just, started planning it. I'm really kind of a, random person. When I moved from Chicago to Houston, I moved there within 2 weeks. When I moved from Houston to LA, I moved there within 1 week. I moved here within a month because it is out the country. I've never been out the country. I had to get a passport, but I got a passport the same day. But yeah, the process moving out of the States, was it easy? It was pretty easy as long as you not taking everything with you. I had 5 bags. It was expensive. That's probably one of the things I would say, is that it's really expensive to move. How long are you staying out of the US? So right now I plan to stay out of the US for a year. So I think that inflation will fall at the end of this year towards the middle, because it's an election year, and they're gonna try to appease y'all. So I think that it'll go like this, and what comes up must come down. So during that time when inflation goes down, I think the market should be better. And you guys know I got my real estate license, so I plan to come back and sell. And I also want to network with people here, especially Americans and different people from different countries who want to buy property in America when it actually makes sense. But right now, it just doesn't make sense for people to buy property in America, and I wouldn't feel right encouraging someone to buy at this time. But also people in Los Angeles are also rich, so they'll always have money. So at any time when I want to go back, I can go back and start selling. But my plan for right now is a year. What was the process with bringing your pay? So the process with bringing my pay was I had to pay $200 for his ticket. He had to have a soft carrier. He had to go under my seat, and I couldn't have a carry-on, but I snuck that on anyway. And I stuck a personal item on because that's what I do. I put Leo under my video about. I put him under my jacket, and it looked like I had a book bag and a travel. So it looked like I had a personal item in my case, but I had a cat. And then when the lady seen my cat, she said nothing. She was like, "Oh my God, it's a cat." I was like, "We're good." Will you do a video about the immigration process? What's the immigration process? How do you get legal residency? So the immigration process is, so basically when you come over here, you get an automatic 6-month visa as an American. So I just have a 6-month visa. You can go and come as you please. It starts over the 6 months every time. So since I don't plan right now to be a permanent resident, especially because it's really hot here, and I do have asthma and I can't breathe out of my nose, so I wouldn't be able to be here during the summer because I wouldn't be able to breathe. I already can't breathe on my own, so I wouldn't want to like cause more health problems for myself. So I don't plan on being a permanent resident. But if I really, do love Cancun or Cabo or something, like maybe I'll do a dual residency. But right now, I don't plan on it because I don't want to be double taxed. I just don't know my commitment right now to that, so I don't know yet. Keep us updated on everything as far as your job, healthcare, nightlife. I haven't gotten as far as the job, healthcare, and nightlife, so I will keep you guys updated on that. Just make sure you subscribe. Can you tell us why you chose to leave the U.S.? Again, like I said, God told me to leave. Like, it's really just a bad time in the U.S. Everything is being purged, everything is being exposed, and that dark energy would just bring me down. The journey that I'm on, I think I need to be isolated. I think God is drawing me out so that it'll just be me and him. And I think that this is an important time in my life, and I'm talking about this in my TikTok, guys. I'm just going to link the TikTok below, but I just feel like I do things that I shouldn't do, like get in friendships, get in relationships, take care of people, do things for people, get in friendships where I don't feel like they really care about me, and I'm doing more for them than they are about me. And I think I need to be isolated, and it just needs to be me and God, so I can really understand who I am and what I'm doing in my life. And I think that's so important right now, and that I just need to focus. Oh my God. My speaker, my microphone is not on my camera. Oh my God. Okay, sorry guys. Wow, what made you choose Mexico? So yeah, Mexico was just what my finger landed on, what my intuition landed on, what Ugly Betty landed on. It was just something that when I did research, I was like, this looks cool. I wanted to live on a beach. I wanted to live on a tropical island. It was more expensive. I mean, it was more affordable in my mind. Yeah, it's really pretty. It's really nice. Don't regret it. Let's see. Let me go to Instagram and see the questions from Instagram. Did I have a leasing agent? Yeah, I had a leasing agent. I'm also supposed to be working for their company. I actually need to go meet with them. I was really sick this week, so I couldn't. How much is rent in US dollars? My rent's about $1,300. What is the range for rent? Rent could go anywhere from $400 to $3,000. It really just depends. How soon were you able to move in? I moved in in about 12 hours. It was the next day, but what was the process like? Same day, once money? But yeah, so I moved in the next day. Money was exchanged, and I was like, y'all got a receipt? Because she wrote me a receipt, and I was just like, this rinky dink receipt, but I was gonna pull it. Are you not afraid of bad areas in MX, such as violent such as cartel violence. So many tried to escape it. Um, I think I answered that earlier. I'm not. I feel like you're afraid of what you're afraid of. Like the stuff that people watch on the news, like I think because I'm from Chicago and I know the bad rep that Chicago gets, even though it's not, even though it's, it's terrible now, especially, but back then and even still now, the news that's reported out of Chicago, and I always tell people this, the news that's reported out of Chicago, name another city in Illinois. Unless you're from Illinois or Indiana or Wisconsin, you cannot. You don't know. So the only city you know in Illinois is Chicago. Unlike LA, where you know San Francisco, you know Los Angeles, you know San Diego, you know all of these big cities in that state. But in our state, you only know Chicago. So if it happens in Naperville, if it happens in Danville, if it happens in this place, if it happens in that place, everything is reported as Chicago. And I feel like anytime something cartel is reported here in Mexico, period, y'all just take it like every single space in Mexico has that. I don't live anywhere near the border. I don't live anywhere near where there will be anything going on cartel like. So I'm okay, guys. I'm okay. No question, just happy for you that you found your peace. Thank you so much. Did you prepare and pray for it? I prayed for it so much. I went to church every Sunday. I was in church every Sunday. It was the seed series with Devon Franklin. So Devon Franklin was preaching a lot. I was happy. Sarah Jake's husband, I hate that I call him Sarah Jake's husband, but hey, what's it called? Reparations for men. Sarah Jake's husband, Torrey Roberts, he preached one time. Everybody that preached honestly spoke exactly to my journey. Devon talked about changing your environment. That was one of the sermons. He was like, sometimes you need to change your environment. And it was crazy. I'm like, every time I went to church, it was just confirming my passport getting paid for. Like everything was aligning. Like things are hard now that I'm here, but things are always hard as you're forced to grow. But my journey to get here was so easy. It's like God allowed every single thing to fall in line. And I'm struggling now that I'm here, but I'm already here. So my blessings are on the way. Like I'm not that concerned. I've been so down lately, probably because I was sick and I was feeling depressed. But honestly, I'm so freaking blessed. Hey, I've been wanting to move to Mexico for 3 years now, and I'm scared. How do you get over fear? I don't fear anything but God. The Bible tells us not to fear anything but God. And I'm honestly, that's how I live my life, with the exception of spiders. I can't hear you about that, God. I'm so sorry. Those spiders I don't get down with. I don't play. I don't fuck with bugs. I've gotten accustomed to the ants because at this point, it's nothing you can do. But I used to be scared of them too. Now I'm just like, whack. Anyway, now what kind of bug is that? As soon as I say bug, I see some long thing. Oh, now I'm looking around. Oh, oh my God. Why did I look down? Is that a centipede? Oh, oh, oh. Oh. Oh God. Yeah. I swear to God. But yeah, if you bring up your fears, that's the only time they become fears. Because I wasn't thinking about them bugs, so I just thought about the bugs. You're thinking about it too much. You're overthinking it. Life imitates art. That was the last question. And honestly, guys, it's been an hour. I don't want this video to be that damn long, but it's gonna be. This is a really good video. This is a summary of the first month of my life in Mexico. If you guys enjoyed this video, please support my channel with a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. It really helps YouTube to push out my content, and I feel like I really do put out good content to have such a small channel and such low views. So if you want my views to go up, which I mean a lot of you might not, please like my video, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell. That also helps my channel. You don't even gotta watch damn videos, just you'll get an alert, a little email, a little pop up when you open YouTube channel. And definitely subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I really enjoyed filming this video with you guys. I definitely got my legs up. I'm scared of these bugs down here. Well, I'm ashy. I definitely enjoyed this video. This is a really good video. It definitely made me feel good after feeling so down. I did want to do something different at the end of this video, and maybe at the end of all my monthly videos. This is something I do on my channel, on my Instagram. Every day I pull a card from these promises to bless your soul. My godmom got me these cards. She got me a couple things, honestly, for this journey, but it was before we even knew that this was a journey. She bought me a bunch of things, and she was like, this is for your next season, before we even knew I was leaving. And honestly, these cards have been everything to me. So I'm just gonna pick out a scripture and I'm gonna read it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and end this video for you guys. My grace, okay, so it's 2 Corinthians. It's 2 Corinthians 12:9. My grace is sufficient for you. My power is made perfect in weakness. And I just love to Google like a scripture just to like really see what it means. I get so emotional about like the Bible now that I'm older, now that I've been baptized. So it says that, so I clicked down on the Google part that says, what does God mean when he says his power is made perfect in weakness? It says that God is perfect in every way, giving him the power to make up for any weaknesses that we have. And that is the perfect prayer to end this very hard week for me. God will make up for everything that I lack. He will provide everything that I lack, everything that I'm not good at. He will step in and he will show up for me. And I'm very grateful for God. I'm grateful for you for watching my video, for supporting my channel. I do think this year is the year that my channel blows up. I think that my YouTube channel will definitely blow up this year because I'm more intentional about it. I have a purpose while I'm creating. I think before with the beauty, like I wasn't really into it because I'm not really into being a beauty channel. I'm just good at beauty. But now I feel like I actually have a purpose and I actually have so much to say, and I love God. So I really kind of want to make a couple videos more so about faith and confidence. I don't know if you guys seen that video that I posted about faith and confidence, like different videos like that, just like self-help and talk videos, because I've always been a very confident person and a very like self-help with God type of person, and I kind of want to talk about that more, but I don't want to ramble. Like I said, I don't want to make this too long. So once again, thank you guys for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll catch you in my next video.